In darkness, a tall, pale, blurry shape moves into view, then gradually sharpens to reveal the head and torso of a figure totally draped in a white cloth, resembling a ghost. Red embroidery script arching across the figure's face is distorted by the cloth's folds and drapes. The figure slowly turns to face the audience. Through the slightly translucent white cloth, the pink skin of a face, torso, arms and hands is just visible. The figure's hands slowly rise and press against the cloth, then move apart, smoothing the surface to reveal the embroidered words are, hearing impaired. Their fingertips and edges outlined by the cloth, the hands and arms move around hesitantly, then with greater urgency, bulging, stretching and distorting the cloth and words. Fingertips pinch and open around the embroidery, scrunching the words in and out of view. As the hands grope at the embroidery and pull at the cloth, the figure suddenly becomes a third smaller, its base cut off by darkness. It abruptly becomes smaller, then smaller again, a quarter its original size. Under the cloth, the hands move up and across the figure's face and head with growing intensity. The embroidery slides from view. Cut to black. The embroidery no longer visible, the full-sized figure struggles against their cloth shroud, showing glimpses of the pale body underneath. Slender arms emerge and run their hands slowly across the figure's covered head and face. The figure sways and rolls their head backwards in a shallow circle. Cut to black. Empty dark blue gloves wiggle in a white rectangle in the bottom right quarter of the screen. They stand upright, palms forward. Fade to black. Clutching their head, the figure circles the head slowly backwards, then bows it. The open sides of the cloth reveal glimpses of the figure's pale torso. As the figure pulls and slides the cloth, their struggles are intercut with the appearance of empty gloves in different quarters of a black screen. Embroidered black gloves waggle in a white rectangle in the top left quarter. Then pale pink gloves waggle in a dark box in the top right corner. Finally, crocheted cream gloves waggle in the bottom left. The figure's hands clench, then move forward, away from the figure. At face height, the figure turns and opens their hands. They feel one hand with the other, then lift the second hand high and gaze at it through the cloth. Cut to black. The 4 sets of empty gloves waggle in their black or white boxes. Holding their left forearm upright, the figure gracefully circles their left hand. The fingertips of their right hand brush the left forearm. As they raise their right forearm vertically, they run their left hand down it, then circle their right hand. Now filled with hands, the 4 sets of gloves waggle rapidly. Auslan for applause. The figure curls and opens their fingers, then runs them over the cloth. They pinch the drapes and folds covering their face with one hand, and pull the cloth with the other. In a grid of 16 black and white boxes, hands in pale, dark or brown gloves waggle. Hands crossed, the figure pulls the cloth from their head, revealing long purple-tinted hair, closed eyes, fine nose and straight lips. Holding the cloth to her chest, the woman opens her eyes and gives a slight smile. The gloved hands waggle in applause. Now clad in red gloves, the hands in the bottom right form fists and point their thumbs at each other. Auslan for finally. The woman gazes steadily at the audience, her expression neutral. During a slow fade to black, her mouth widens into a smile. She shuts her eyes and takes a deep breath, then disappears into lingering darkness.